Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. I am Joe Vitale. That is Skoks. Today we're going to be covering the Blackhawks home opener loss to the Vegas Golden Knights. The Rockford Ice Hogs have a Ring of Honor, added some players to it, and a preview of the Tuesday game against the Boston Bruins. Welcome back, Blackhawks fans, to the newest edition of Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. So, over last night, this is the 21st of October, the Golden Knights, the defending Stanley Cup champions, and lost, unfortunately, 5-3. But it was a lot closer than that score would suggest. Through two periods, it was 2-2. And the back-breaking tie-breaking goal from the Vegas Golden Knights 13 seconds into the third period was what ultimately did the Chicago Blackhawks in, unfortunately. First shot for Connor Bedard at home turns out to be a goal on the power play.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of things out of the way, and love to see it. It got me really fired up. It was Rocky night down at the United Center. I saw 100.7% capacity for the United Center. And I even looked into getting some tickets maybe to see if
really?
I might want to go just for S&Gs. But
Yeah. Check it out.
the tickets were still really expensive. I looked at a Lexus Club level just for fun. $236 a pop. So
that's
lots of money.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might have. I think my pops paid that for the Marion Hossa game.
Oh, really?
So, just to see that sort of comparison, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was a pretty close game. I really enjoyed it. I watched it from start to finish.
Yeah.
And it was a great game, entertaining. And when Connor Bedard scored that first power play goal, I texted my group chat with a couple buddies, and I was like, "Hawks are winning this game. Book it, guaranteed." It didn't work out, but it just goes to show how stoked I was and how fired up I was to see Connor Bedard get his first goal at home. So we can just go through the statistics really quick. It was 24 shots on goal for both teams. Hawks had a 42.4 face-off percentage, which is bad, but not awful.
Better.
Much better, yeah.
Yeah.
20% on the power play, which is 1 for 5, compared to a 2 for 5 for the Vegas Golden Knights. So, good to see that they're cashing in on the power play. Still only 1 for 5, 20%. I would have liked the 2 for 5, 40% would have been a little bit better. And then also to go with that, the 4 of those power plays for the Vegas Golden Knights came in the first period. So, as I said, after 2 periods, it was still tied 2-2, which is cool. But, putting yourself down 4 times in the opening frame, it's just not going to work.
No.
Vegas out-hit the Hawks 21-16, which is normal usually. I mean, the hits we've been over a couple of times. If you're hitting more, usually means that you're chasing the puck. But in this case, I think it was just because all of Vegas's defensemen are above 6'4", and getting into a hitting match with guys like that is not the smartest idea.
Was Pietrangelo out there last night? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I don't remember hearing his name.
Yeah.
No.
He might be banged up right now.
That appears to be the case.
Yeah.
You got McNabb, Korczak, Haig, Martinez, Theodore, Paschal.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who Korczak or Paschal are.
No.
But yeah, no Pietrangelo, which it was good for the Blackhawks, and they really would have liked them to take advantage of that and get the dub get
Mhm.
the 2 points. But
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
yeah, so 18 blocks for the Hawks, 16 blocks for the Vegas Golden Knights. One of those blocks, unfortunately, led to a Vegas goal in William Karlsson,
Mhm.
who opened up the scoring for the Vegas Golden Knights. Just a sloppy,
Yeah.
messy, greasy goal. It's
Mhm.
nothing that Soderblom could do. Because I know if you look at Soderblom's stats,
Mhm.
is 19 for 24, which is a 792 save percentage. You're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, get this guy out of the league. It really, really was not his fault.
Mhm.
A lot of these were in, maybe the Marchessault one, but
Mhm. Right.
Marchessault was such a lethal shot where, and there was people in front. So
Mhm.
it's, like
Yeah.
I'm not going to pin this on Soderblom.
Mhm.
I think that, with the Hawks only doing 1 for 5 on the power play, they could have helped them in that sense.
Mhm.
And I don't know, just not a lot of crisp passing. And I still think that
Mhm.
while they did score on one of the power plays, you know, I still don't really like the unit. I think, like Seth Jones is out there.
Mhm.
Seth Jones and Kevin Korchinski, which is nice.
Mhm.
But and then you got Connor Bedard at the point since he's a right shot.
Right.
And it's okay, but I want a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think I need a little bit more skill, maybe a little bit more veteran presence.
Mhm.
Maybe you want to throw like a Foligno and like a Perry up on
Okay.
there,
Hmm.
just like Perry for sure. Foligno maybe not so much. You could like park him in front of the net, be a good
Mhm.
net front guy,
Yeah.
but uh, you know, just so you can kind of get a greasy goal, get
Yeah.
a redirect or a rebound or whatever.
Mhm.
So, and it's going to be hard to move Nick Foligno.
Yeah.
You don't want Connor Bedard diving in and taking a shot from like the high slot is good and the slot are good, but like
Yeah.
you don't want him burying loose change.
Mhm.
Getting it, maybe taking a cross check to like the head and neck area since he's a little small.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about the PP there, Donato was still on one of the units, I think in the first period there.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we would love to see Reichel get a little shot with, Connor and Taylor Hall there, but I think they are playing more of the face-off game because if Connor's not taking the face-off, then Taylor Hall's not great either. At draws, so I think they like having Donato in there for that, but it's just rough, Uh, Donato, a few shots on net during that PP. I think it was a one timer, one or two one timers from the point from him, but still not loving it, Uh, and it's true, like they have him there for faceoffs, but it's complicated, you know.
Yeah, I what I do appreciate about Donato,
Hmm.
though he's not like the most skilled
Right.
winger on the Hawks,
Hmm.
he's really like passionate. So like
He is. He
when
is.
like
Yeah.
when like Bedard scores or whatever, and if he's
Hmm.
on the ice,
Yeah.
like he's going over there and you know, or he's screaming from the bench and stuff. So like I really like that sort of intensity he brings. But yeah,
Hmm.
I also like, I think he's good with like on the line he is now. Like, I like
Yeah.
up on top, it's not necessarily the best. And that fourth line that he got like demoted to, I
Yeah.
wouldn't call it a demotion, but where he got put is
Hmm.
being uh utilized more as a third line regardless. So
Yeah.
he's like your like third line center, which I feel like that's where you'd want to have him on like a really, really competitive team.
Hmm.
So, obviously the Hawks are not that really competitive team
Yeah.
yet, but I'm liking where he is right now.
Yeah.
I'm liking the lines in general, except for I still think that power play needs a little bit more of a tweak.
Hmm.
Maybe go one D man, then that have that D man beat Korchinski.
Yeah,
or
that's what I've seen, yeah. Mhm.
or go no D-men and just
Mhm.
forwards, and then, maybe
Really?
you can just put like a defensive-minded two-way guy,
Hmm,
and,
okay.
I've
Huh.
seen some teams utilize that strategy. I don't necessarily know if the
Mhm.
Hawks have the personnel to pull something like that off,
Right.
but,
Yeah.
I think, you know, get maybe like a Foligno there, who's more of a defensive guy. I know he's not fleet of foot, but
Mhm.
maybe you can put him at the point, and
Mhm.
then he can act as that, lone man back if things get crazy.
Right. Uh, I was gonna mention something about the deep pairings. Korchinski paired with Jones for last night. Not sure if they rotated a bit with Vlasic.
Mm,
They might have. I think I did see Vlasic and Jones a few times out there, so maybe they're cycling
yeah,
pairs a bit. But Vlasic started out with Murphy and Tenorti with Kaiser. Um, Thought they played well, right? The young guys.
yeah,
Kaiser didn't notice him.
right, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. Not many big screw ups in the corners, in front of the net. Vlasic, couple good plays there to get the puck out and break out. Like what I saw from him, he's been playing great hockey.
Yeah,
Good stuff from him,
and
man.
I liked Tenorti last game. He was
Yeah.
playing well. He was
Hmm.
laying the body. He was also getting a stick
Yeah.
in there.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I saw Seth Jones, kinda kick it in gear a
Yeah.
couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's just the UC crowd got him fired up and he was ready to play.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I just liked the way that the entire team played,
Hmm.
uh, you know, all night, really. I mean, it just that
Yeah.
3rd period, uh, they had a really hard time finishing the game. The Hawks
Yeah.
did, I believe,
Hmm.
because, Vegas got away with 3 goals in that period.
Right.
So and that first one with, 13 seconds, like,
Hmm.
I was, like, cleaning up dinner, and, like, I got back, it was, like, 13 seconds in, I was like, "Wait, it's 3-2? Who scored? What? Vegas scored? What's
Yeah.
going on?" I'm like, "This is"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, nuts. This is garbage. I don't like this."
Yeah. Hate those. Hate those. Like within a minute of the start or a minute uh with within the end of the period, right? Terrible.
The
Hate them.
backbreakers for
Hate
sure.
them. Yeah. Uh, I was gonna mention something about Korch, man.
Yeah.
Korchinski. I'm not sure on his like shot totals, through 6 games now, but he doesn't have a big slapper. He's not Shea Weber back there just ripping it,
No.
but I think he is getting it on net pretty well, right? Like, hasn't scored yet. Has a point or two, possibly. I
2
think just one
assists.
point, two right now. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Um, but it seems like he's getting the shot on net from the point. That's what I've been noticing. Not a heavy shot, but a good shot, looking for a deflection, right? For a lucky bounce to find the back of the net, man. And Korchinski's been playing well. I think he fits. I think he fits this season.
Yeah, he's
Definitely.
probably I was always, saying like, "Okay, well, you don't." I still don't think the Hawks are gonna let him to get to 40 games just because then
Okay.
he
Uh-huh.
loses, a year of, RFA status. And
Ooh.
so,
Okay.
um, you know, we don't we don't want that. Like,
Huh.
the burning of the contract is fine because
Mhm.
we have plenty of room on the roster and we have plenty of money in the bank. But,
Right.
like, the team is obviously gonna want that bargaining power, and
Mhm.
they're not gonna give it up. So, I actually have, some statistics here for you. So,
Yeah, awesome.
Total shots attempted for Verchinsky is
Mhm.
16. So this is through
Really?
5 games, right? 6 games.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then he's got 5 shots on goal, so 5 have made it through.
Mhm.
But this is what
Right.
I thought was way more interesting. He has 13 blocks
That is interesting.
already. So,
Yeah.
6
Through
games,
6 games.
2
Yeah.
blocks a game
Uh-huh. Uh, does it have his average time on ice through 6?
through 6 games. I let's
Or maybe not?
No, it did not appear that they
Dang.
tracked
Yeah.
that. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I
I
lied.
know they do somewhere.
1928.
Okay, yeah. Decent stuff from Corch here. Dude, I'm liking it. Corch, Vlasic, Kaiser. I mean, we're seeing some good stuff
Yeah, I
here.
mean, dude, as
6 games in.
almost 19 and a half minutes for
Yeah,
a
decent stuff.
19-year-old. That's
Yeah,
great.
playing well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not making, huge mistakes. Sure, he's on the ice for a few goals here, like here and there, but I've noticed it's been a lot of odd man rushes, and I mean, what can you know, ultimately do on like a 3-on-1 or 2-on-1? But uh, yeah, man,
Yeah, and
good for Corch.
that's awesome. Yeah, and then Vlasic,
Yeah.
dude, Vlasic has been playing so well. He's been
Ooh.
using that long reach because he's
Hmm.
6'6", so he's got that,
Right.
like, Chara stick. He's, like, 20
Yeah.
feet out, if he extends his arm with his, stick, he's, like, 20 feet. So,
Yeah.
he's using that. He's got a great stick. He's getting the puck off of guys' sticks, and,
Right.
he's sealing guys off. He's protecting the front of the net. I'm
Hmm.
just really digging what he's doing, and he's going to be a great player for the Blackhawks, uh,
Hmm.
just in these coming years. And I think he's going to be a very integral part of the Blackhawks team and their success going forward.
Yeah. I was listening in somewhere, might have been radio, but like trying to, compare like Vlasic's projection potential, whatever you want to call it. But I know he's a little bigger than Murphy, Connor Murphy,
Right.
but I think he has a little more offensive pop. If he can max out as like a prime Connor Murphy defensive guy, and you have a little offensive pop, pinch in, ozone. I mean, we've seen him multiple times, man. Take it to the net. Uh, first game of the year, takes it straight to the net. No hesitation, he's an aggressive player, man. Been like what I'm uh seeing from Vlasic here.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man, I'm really digging him.
Yeah.
And then no Nikita Zaitsev. They went with Wyatt Kaiser.
Uh-huh.
So good to give Zaitsev the night off. I think he had a pretty rough last game.
Yeah, man.
Um,
If we don't have to see him, I think that's fine.
yeah,
But I think Coach Luke likes him in there sometimes. I don't know, not sure why, because you're filling him in for like who was out? I think Tenorti was out that one game,
right.
and you fill in what's it called? Zaitsev, and I think that was
Mm,
the Toronto game. I mean, obviously we played very well, but I don't think that's the best pairing.
No, I don't think so either. I do
No.
like Kaiser on his normal side. I think he's a little bit
Yeah.
more effective there, but
Mhm.
um, not it didn't outweigh the liability that Zaitsev was. So,
Yeah,
um,
definitely. Mhm.
but yeah, I'm still a little surprised that the Hawks didn't take like Jacob Bernard Docker or
Yeah, weird, huh?
Lassie Thompson or
Yeah.
anyone, honestly, just to shore up that right side. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
whatever, I mean,
Yeah, man.
maybe,
Weird
yeah,
stuff.
I just, I think they've got guys in like Nolan Allen and Ethan Del Mastro, I believe, in
Mhm.
Rockford, who are
Yeah.
playing their offsides now. So
Mhm.
it's kind of sounds like the Hawks are just gonna, if you're good enough, you're an NHL defenseman. You play the left, you play the right. It doesn't matter. You are a defenseman, an NHL
Right.
defenseman. So,
Mhm.
um, you know, we'll see how that shakes out. But
Mhm.
I would have, like I said, I would have kind of preferred that they grab somebody,
Mhm.
but it's
Yeah.
all good.
Um. Yeah. So pretty much wrapping up with the game last night. Corey Perry, your scoring leader, gets a late one to go there. With 15 seconds left, a little slapper, top shelf.
Great play. Good.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
All of his goals have been so effortless. Like it's just
Yeah.
like
Definitely.
he had that breakaway where he just goes and buries it, and you're like,
Yep.
it's already in the
Mhm.
net. Like you're like, what?
Mhm.
Um, and then like him pointing to the crowd, very funny,
Yeah.
pointing to his buddies. um,
Yeah.
that was in the Maple Leaf game,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So and then this one, obviously you're losing, 5 to
Mhm.
2, and he scores 5 to 3. 30
Yeah.
seconds
Just a
left, so it's
filler.
just like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, you scored, nice job, but
Mhm.
we're going home with a loss. So,
Yep.
um,
All good fun there at the end. Moving on with some Rockford news, man.
yeah,
Ring of Honor inductees, 25 seasons for the Rockford Ice Hogs now this year. Uh, two players, two goalies, and it seems like one coach. Steve Martinson, coach. Corey Crawford and J.F. Rivard. Never heard of him,
no, I
but
haven't heard of him either, but I've heard of Corey Crawford.
oh,
Love Corey
yeah,
Crawford.
yeah, a few times here and
Yeah,
there, a few times. Uh, awesome, awesome. We'll obviously see him uh, somehow, some way with the Hawks. Honor, version of theirs. We'll see, man.
definitely.
Love the Crow. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you'll see him. I still think he lives in Chicago, to be honest, because I
really.
saw a picture of him at a
Oh
show
yeah,
with
yeah. I think he
Scott
was at a
Darling.
concert
Yeah, I think he
or
was at
something.
Riot Fest,
I think so.
taking in Dave Grohl's band, Foo Fighters.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Funny stuff.
you always think of that funny situation at I think it was the House of Blues with Rise
Uh-huh.
Against during the season where he went into the pit, and I think
Oh wow.
it was either he went into the pit or he was just like going down into the pit. There's like, I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you've ever been to the House of Blues, but the
Uh-huh.
floor is like 2 steps down, and so
Really?
it's like main floor, and then there's like 2 steps down into the pit, and there's like a ramp on the left side. Um,
Uh-huh.
and so he just missed a step, I think, and like twisted his ankle, and
Ooh.
so like he had to like he couldn't play, like he was like
Yeah.
injured, and so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like it was just funny,
Yeah, banged up.
yeah, just banged up
Man.
at the Rise Again show. So
Yeah, man. It's going hard there.
love Corey Crawford.
Love him, man. The Crow, the Crow. Good stuff in Rockford. Quick update with the Ice Hogs. They played same day, last night also.
Nice.
Before the Hawks played. Let's see here. Lost 5-2 to the Wolves, Chicago Wolves here. I
Oh,
think they played. Yeah, they played at the BMO. So
okay.
let's see who got on the board here. Rocco Grimaldi, Rockford Ice Hogs legend,
Hey.
currently on the Wolves. So he
Oh,
scored for them.
no, no,
Yeah,
boo then, boo.
yeah. Second period, man. Isaac Phillips getting on the board, goal.
Nice. Love to see
Cole
that.
Gutman, yeah,
And
man.
Cole Gutman got one?
Assisted
Ah,
on that Phillips goal.
yeah, he doesn't require
Um,
waivers, so they sent him back down
mhm,
since it's getting a
right.
little crowded up here and they want him to perform in all situations.
Yeah. Uh, funny thing is, man, thought he was playing well. You
Me
know,
too.
uh, getting shots on net, face-offs weren't great, but I think he was just really patient with the puck when he had it. Like he didn't freak out. Like he controlled it well. Look for a pass, look for a shot. I don't know. Interesting on how we sent him down for. I mean, who was filling in here? Like Reese Johnson, Donato was playing center. It's interesting, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Reese
we'll
Johnson,
see.
he got a really great deflection goal in that Vegas Golden Knights game. So love to
Uh-huh.
see him imploding offensively.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I just think he didn't require waivers. So if they
Mhm.
wanted to send someone else down, like they're not going to send Blackwell down, they're not going to
Yeah.
send Whistle down, or even Reese Johnson down. Like all those guys require
Mhm.
waivers, and they don't want to lose them. So they just said, okay,
Mhm.
well, Cole Gutman doesn't require waivers. Go down, be the second line center, or even the first line center. With Reichel playing with the Blackhawks this whole time this season, I'm not entirely
Mhm.
sure the makeup of like the Rockford Ice Hog roster right now. So, um, you
Mhm.
know, Cole Gutman's going to be able to, get him on PP1, get him on penalty kill one, get him on whatever, and just get him all those opportunities so that when he comes back up with the Blackhawks and he gets thrust into a situation that might be a little odd,
Mhm.
he's already seen it in Rockford. He's going to adjust accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, hope to see him back soon,
Me too. I
Uh,
like his I,
cool
li- I like
player.
his play.
Yeah, definitely. A couple Hawks prospects on the Ice Hogs, not really getting on the scoring sheet, but Jalen Lipin called for roughing
Mm.
first period. It's the AHL. Uh, that's cool. That's cool, Jalen. What else we got here? Ethan Del Mastro interference, third period, getting rough, man. Roughhauser, Del Mastro, cool, man. Interference. Let's see who was in that. Drew Camesso,
Yep.
25 for 29. Um, he's playing well. Obviously, he's probably in some situations, odd man situations. Definitely going to catch the next game. Yeah. He's fun to watch. Camesso. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually got the lines right here. So this is
Yeah.
Wolves at Rockford Ice Hogs. By the way,
Hmm.
Wolves independent this season,
Yes,
only
they are.
in the
Yep.
AHL. So
Hmm.
they were the feeder team for the Carolina Hurricanes,
Right. Right.
and then the Wolves decided, hey, no, we're good. We're just going to be independent and try to win the Calder Cup.
Yeah.
And
Kind of stinks,
it's
man.
it's 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 an interesting situation because now um,
Hmm.
I know they're very capable of doing this, but it's just very
Yeah.
annoying that now the Carolina Hurricanes have to like spread their prospects out amongst the
Yes.
AHL. So it's like, and they got to make sure that they're getting the right amount of ice time, and
Yep.
and everything just to
Yeah. Chemistry.
yeah, good chemistry, but like make sure that they're
Hmm.
advancing their career so that when
Right.
they
Right.
come up to the big club, so it's just weird. But so
Yeah.
this first line, Sini, Gutman, Gust. So
Hmm.
as I hypothesized, Gutman first line, he is first line.
Yeah. One C.
Hardman, Bjork, Anderson,
Hmm.
Tepley, Lipin, Rolston, Baddick,
Hmm.
Kindop, Sorella. That's all
Huh.
the forwards, and that Baddock kid is a tough dude.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, he is.
so tread lightly with him.
Yeah.
And then on the back end, Philip Roos, Isaac Phillips,
Mhm.
Ethan Del Mastro, Nolan Allen. I don't know Healy's first name,
Mhm.
but Healy and Louis Crevier,
Yep, Louis. Who was Del Mastro paired up with there?
Nolan Allen.
Cool. Love to see that, man. Love to see it. Two lefties. Nolan Allen, I'm guessing, is playing the offhand there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Yeah.
as you said, Camesso in net, Stauber backing
Mhm.
him up. So, uh,
Right.
it's a solid looking roster.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, it's fun.
probably Gutman has the best chance to be called up from the
Right.
forwards, and then
Mhm.
probably Isaac Phillips from the
Mhm.
defenseman, and then Jackson Stauber from the goaltenders if things go awry.
Yeah. Definitely. Interesting name that we haven't heard in a long time. What's going on with Colton Dock?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Not much on the Dock front, because man, when he had some minutes here in preseason, right? Uh, Played well, like very well. Uh, would have loved to see him, spot minutes with the Hawks, down the line here, as the season goes. But he's supposed to be a big part of the Ice Hogs this year, you know.
Definitely.
So yeah, I hope he's
Maybe he's just got a little bit of a wrist or an ankle or
yeah,
something, just
yeah. I think it was ankle. I think it was the last time that we heard some news on him. Yeah, yeah, but I hope he's progressing on that.
me too, yeah. Would hate for
Yeah.
it to be like a high ankle because those are always such a killer.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely rough.
So
Mhm.
we'll see what's going on
Mhm.
with him. I'll dig and get some more info on
Mhm.
it and get it to you, the listener.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Doc injured ankle. Yep. We hope we see some progress on that. Yeah.
For sure.
Soon here. Yep. Because he's going to be a big part of, whether it's the Ice Hogs or he gets some spot minutes here with the Hawks. Yeah. Just looking forward here to for Tuesday
Yeah,
against the Bruins. Let's see. Since the last time the Hawks played, the second game of the year, the Bruins beat the Predators 3-2. They beat the Sharks 3-1. Beat the Kings 4-2, and they are currently playing the Ducks. End of the second period, 0-0. So that's weird, kind of weird, super weird.
yeah.
Yeah,
There and so yeah, the Bruins are looking to go 5-0 tonight against Anaheim.
right.
Right now,
Mhm.
it's not really. They're down by one shot on goal.
Mhm.
They're winning the face-off battle. Uh, Lots of penalties.
Oh, really?
uh,
Okay,
five,
makes sense.
five for the Ducks, four for the Bruins
Really?
so far.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, man. So looking to go 5-0, and then
Mhm.
looking to become 6-0 against the Hawks.
Huh.
Uh,
Or
or
we
not.
could,
Or not.
yeah, we could put a little end to
Yeah,
that.
we
Yeah.
could.
Yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
believe the Vegas Golden Knights are the first team in NHL history to
Mhm.
start the season 6-0
Mhm. After winning the cup
after winning the Stanley Cup. Okay.
previous year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because as soon as that left my mouth, and I was
Mhm.
thinking about it. I was like, the Hawks, I know it was a shortened season and whatever, but like the
Yeah.
Hawks in 13, 14,
Right.
like they win 26 games with a point. So
Mhm.
like they they didn't lose until like game 21 or something.
Yeah.
So
Right. Since we played them, yeah. So they not including us. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And if they win tonight, then yeah, 4-game winning streak, including us, 5 games. Yeah.
but
Dang.
this is
Yeah. So
they're going to be on a
yeah.
back-to-back, dude, and
Right. Right. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Hawks they got a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth from that VGK
Uh huh.
game.
True.
And
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is about the Bruins that are like
Mhm.
so good because it's like last season you're like, nah, you're gonna count them out. All those injuries, Marchand, double hip
Yeah.
surgery, no Bergeron, no Krejci, no McAvoy. You're like, dude, they're cooked. and then they have the
Right.
best season of all time. And then this
Mhm.
season, no Bergeron, no Krejci, um, injuries. They've got
Yeah.
cap problems,
Mhm.
and they're 4-0 right now, looking for 5-0, and
Mhm.
maybe even a 6-0, but
Yeah.
it's just nuts.
Mhm. And I think, yeah, so the Bruins played, uh, yesterday as well, and I think, Jake DeBrusk was inactive because he was late to a team meeting. So he was out of the lineup on, Saturday. So they still won 4-2. Interesting. I don't know if he's back in
Wow, benching
against the
Jake
Ducks.
DeBrusk
Yeah.
and still winning.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
That's good stuff, man. That's pretty funny.
Is this Jake DeBrusk? Is he the new Tyler Seguin?
Possibly, possibly.
Yeah, so we'll
Yep.
we'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, and
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
like the Hawks' chances. They're not getting blown
Yeah.
out like they were last season,
Mhm.
and they're keeping it nice and tight. So
Yeah.
uh,
According to plan.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think they lost. What was it? It was that five game road trip, and they lost three of those.
Yeah.
So you had two victories. I mean,
Mhm.
I think that's
Yeah.
pretty on par.
Mhm. Yeah. And I'm not, looking at like stack wins
No,
right now, but seeing growth, right? And yeah, getting some wins is, it's fun and it's good for everyone. Connor's smiling whole time,
yeah,
especially when he gets the W, man. But yeah, Tuesday, October 24th, 7:30 p.m. I'm not sure if that's on ESPN or not. It might just, not sure, not sure on the national schedule there.
ESPN Plus. It says.
Really? Wow. Okay, yeah. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time puck drop. Yep.
Yeah,
Gonna be
gonna be looking
gonna be
forward to
fun.
it. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to all these games. I
Right.
like watching the Hawks and watching the growth of the youngins and whatnot. So
Yep.
I think that's going to wrap up this episode of the Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. Thank you for
Mhm.
joining us, and we'll see you Tuesday for a game recap here at the
Mhm.
Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast.
Let's go Hawks.
Let's go Hawks.